See, I told you, I'm not going to talk about that shit anymore because I put all my energy in last year to being involved in what was going on the ground floor. And what was going on the ground floor, like in my reality, was they were installing 5G towers that were making my body have total shakes, so that's why it's like I don't listen to the hot air people talking around me. I don't have a TV. I don't let the programming even touch my mind. I see little snippets of like what's going on, and until something approaches me personally, like I just focus on my zone. Okay? And yes, I did take in a homeless guy during the shutdown. It's the guy that sits outside the local grocery store. He's 73 years old, from Cuba, only speaks Spanish, and the shutdown happened and he had nobody to like ask for money from. He's like literally the security guard there. He's super sweet. He sleeps on the beach. I just kept an eye on him through the entire shutdown. Him and the rest of the homeless guys. So nobody can tell me I gotta do what I'm saying and go adopt somebody. Like, I don't go adopt people that are on drugs. Obviously, I'm dealing with demons then, but if there's like literally legitimately an old man that just like never freaking escaped a communist country and is making money like with people giving him their change, and he's like their security, he's doing the right thing, you know. And we had our thing. I'm like, we're gonna be the only ones who survive this because like he didn't wear the mask, he's not getting the vaccine. And I call him my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend because nobody was, so like, if you want to stress out about what they put on TV, you're feeding the satanic matrix. Because an energy vampire, whether it's one person or the television station that's broadcast by the reptilians who work with Satanism, you got to understand that the satanic entities are not able to have bodies. So what they have to do is manipulate people's minds to do their dirty work, okay? So the reptilians are aliens that shapeshift that work with Satanism. So they're getting it's literally, if you could look at things on a with like glasses on where you could see auras of people, you would be able to see how many people are humans, which means a rainbow, the hue of a rainbow, or non-humans with a dark smoky aura. It's literally a spiritual battle going on right now, and the television is trying to distract you. They're trying to distract you from the child trafficking, because what the currency that the Diablo, that Satanism uses, is child sacrifice. And then they torture and kill, they torture the kids, and then they get the blood, the adrenochrome thing. And they're still trying to do it. We've already been doing the underground war, to which we couldn't bring in all the children from South America anymore through the southern border where the border wall is, because my mom witnessed it. She was a teacher in San Diego. All these little kids were citizens and the parents were not citizens, because there was a law made by the other reptilian presidents saying if you get across the border illegally and you give birth to your baby in our country, the baby's a citizen but you're not. So the parents had no rights to get their children back. It was free babies, okay? And I almost was abducted when I was 3 years old, and I'm telling you, it wasn't a human being. So when they're like, oh yeah, there's freaking reptilian alien demons been taking kids underground and we're doing this shutdown thing to get these kids out of the tunnels, I fucking flashed back to when I was 3 years old and I narrowly escaped being a victim. The guy got another little girl in my neighborhood. He probably learned his lesson with me. He gave me an opportunity. He said, if you come with me, I will show you what's in my pants. I was like, where's the candy involved? But my little fat friend, she wasn't cool. I think her dad may have touched her weird, and she was like, oh, you go first. And I said, oh my God. But the weirdest thing was his vibration, I was 3. His vibration was non-human. It was like robotic, extremely stiff, and that's something a real child molester, rapist, pedophile, like murderer would say. Like, you don't think normally. You can't you can't, as a rational, nice person, put yourself into the mind of somebody that would do that, because you aren't that. And therefore I saw like, oh wow, there are different species of aliens on our planet that shapeshift. And then boom, I've had this freaking stupid chick from Argentina throwing black magic at me. She's been in Miami working with a cartel. So then I really had to learn about the demonic shit. And then I've been watching the Paranormal Investigators stuff, which is currently daily happening. And all I see is that in these different houses they explore, the ones where there were witchcraft people doing black magic, there's always nasty guts and human parts and animal parts buried in the house everywhere, and they always end up communicating with a demon, and that's what the freaking Bruja was doing. So that's why I started making the EMF diffuser, which is 5G protection and bad frequencies from freaking demons and all this crazy crap running around right now. I'm making quartz crystal. I did a whole bunch of research on frequency. This is your protection and your angels. You just ask Archangel Michael, banish and protect. But keep your eyes on the back of your head, like I had people stalking me. Because it's like we scraped them out of the underground, and that's why everywhere in the world that they're saying that there's a shutdown, they're doing the pedophile wrangle. They're cleaning out the pedos. Because it really just goes down to, well, even if they don't rape and kill the children, they've been torturing them for making adrenochrome. I can give you all the information on every single tunnel they went into in the United States. Now they're doing it elsewhere. And the hurricane hitting in Louisiana is caused by witchcraft, and double whammy, the white hats are getting rid of the witchcraft. Like, the witchcraft people want the hurricane to come because the devil will use people to, it's a black hole. Think of it as a black hole being lived out in humanity. And basically, Satanism, they wanna take from everybody else. It's a parasite until eventually the whole thing itself dies. So at the end of their little practitioner doing all the dirty work, that practitioner is going to die too. And if you call on the devil your whole life, you're going to go to hell, and then you're going to be tortured, and like everything you did, you're going to get back. So it's a non-logical, it's out of alignment with the universe, which is what the number 666 means if you look it up in angel numbers. Just type in 666 angel number. Don't be scared of that number, look at it. It says out of alignment with the universe, and that's exactly what Satanism is. It's okay, you have to have sex with your family. That's out of alignment with the universe. You have to eat poop. That's out of alignment with the universe. You have to freaking kill things and don't bury them properly. It's out of, you know what I'm saying? These people were grave robbers. This is lineages. You also need to be looking back into your past lives here and ancient curses. This is removing ancient curses from Egyptian times. I just never know if there's someone coming. You getting it all? This is why we're in the time of revelations. It's the rapture. We've gone up in frequency because our whole galaxy went into an area that there's no more space dust blocking us from the great central source of where the Big Bang happened, Therefore, we're receiving more solar light, and so that's why it's been called the Corona V, right? Because it's actually from the sun. The sun is upgrading the human body, but they're trying to do the Axine to make your body not be able to upgrade with these beautiful solar rays right here coming through. Because you're more like a crystal now. Think of yourself as a crystal. Like, just be happy all the time. That's your job. Make sure everything in your local area is happy all the time. If this little pigeon over here was having a problem, I'd have to take care of him, but he's doing fine. We've been taking care of one step to the next. You can't do everything at once, but that's why I'm saying don't waste your energy with something you see on TV, which could totally be a staged something because they're using the same freaking actors. Period. I'm not going to say any more about that. Do your research and figure it out because it's true. And the point is, you got to feel it. If you feel like you're having anxiety or energy drain, no, that's demonic. You have to come back to center. What's going on? How can I fix my local environment? Period. Anyway, so yeah, and then you're gonna have a lot of these bodies, because they've been cloning physical bodies since 1938, and they've been doing it at a rapid rate. They've been then programming them with like, okay, this is your name, this is blah blah blah, and then they send them out into public. These are called NPCs, and one of the names, I guess you could call it. We're gonna have a lot of walkouts and walk-ins. We're gonna have higher vibrational souls walking in, coming here now soon, because what was it, like on the 16th of August or something around there, it was the end of, it was like they checked the vibration, and then now they're doing another soul exchange. So basically, if there's a body that's in good shape, but that soul is not of a high vibration, okay, they're gonna get a walk out and a walk in. They're gonna get a walk in with a higher vibrational being to help out on the planet now. So we're gonna have a bunch of superheroes just popping into bodies, not having to be raised through these school systems, because the public school systems are really a big problem right now. Most of them are. You gotta homeschool your kids, teach them to grow your own food. That's why I planted my papayas. give it a minute. You can live off papayas. You can even eat the leaves. And then there's coconuts here. Avocado trees take a while. There's a handful of them. I am working on bringing more food to our local garden areas, and then my projects and whatever. So that's how I said, okay, let me take action in the right direction on what's going on, instead of hyper-focusedly watching television. And the worst thing is, at the beginning of the shutdown, I remember seeing people buying TVs. Like, oh, I need to stay inside my house and make sure I can watch what's happening to make sure I'm gonna be safe, so let me go buy a TV. And I had just smashed mine. That's why I was hanging out with the oh, and I always only went to that market because they didn't make me wear my mask. And then so now I have a totally hooked up local community. So now, and that's what I'm sure happened for most people, is like the people that were awake stuck together. Like, and that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have people continuing to remain in the matrix, and going the avenue of science and vax until death. Oh, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I just don't want to get my page shut down. But anyway, do you see? I can't even say that because I'm gonna get my page shut down. So you see what I'm saying. Anyway, focus on your local community, people. Okay? Don't get upset about what you see on TV. Turn it the fuck off. Stop paying your phone bill. I'm sorry, not your phone bill. Stop paying the TV bill. Stop paying your medical bills. And we'll be out of this situation in a jiffy.